Hi, Dinesh. How you doing?
Good, Koresh. Nice to see you again.
Good to see you. Well, thanks for agreeing to do this. A lot of people want to talk to our past clients, but we never want to take their time to do that. So this recording is kind of the second best thing that they can have access to. They can see kind of what the past clients have to say without
Mhm.
having to take your time. So thanks for doing this. Uh, so, Dinesh, tell me a little bit about your profession, your job, and what you do.
Sure. I'm an end-to-end supply chain executive for about 25 plus years right now, working mostly focused on retail and CPG industries. My first part of my career was mostly in consulting, similar roles around supply chain transformation. I've delivered transformations and efficiencies for similar companies belonging to these industries, utilizing technology, strategy, innovations, at the same time improving customer experience without hurting the margins. I've also done quite a few implementations of large-scale supply chain consulting, integration projects, working with a lot of C-suite executives in these companies, and a couple of M&A engagements too. My latest role was around managing supply chain in one of the top tier automotive aftermarket retailers in the tune of $1.5 billion inventory. The industry is looking for disruption and transformation right now. So that's what I do.
Great. And do you mind sharing what your situation was before working with us and what got you interested in working with us?
Sure. Frankly, my main motivation was to procure a role in senior management and be able to elevate my personal brand also at the same time, once I figured out what it takes to perform at that level. I believe I've been performing close to that level, just feeling a bit stuck in the current positions. So I thought this coaching, especially working with you, Kurash, and the other teammates in a pod fashion would really help. Um, you have obviously helped several people achieve their goals. And I also went through a few testimonials and really got me excited about getting into the program. And with a few hesitations, I decided to sign up eventually.
Great. And what happened after we started working together? What results have you been able to see?
Yeah, it was a great, exciting program. Learning curve was very sharp in the week 3. But it was all about helping you think, introspect, define your personal goals, your identities. It started with that. And eventually it helped you identify your strengths and some blind spots too at the same time. I really liked that personality test that you conducted, Enneagram, that honed down on my personality types, also identify my blind spots and how to overcome them, at least be cognizant of them. Combine that coaching with the recognition of my personality types, my sweet spot. I was able to help me modify my mindset. Um, that has been the journey, changing your mindset throughout this program. And that really is the biggest fruit that will bear out of this coaching session. Just to add a few things, like one big distinctive contribution is something I was aware of it, but I didn't realize that that's all it takes to really shine and um, really define your personal worth or personal brand as you're navigating the executive leadership. Uh, so I even apply it in my personal life, one big distinctive contribution, and I do see that everything starts from that. So that was one big key learning for me. So that I've seen that change in myself, doing that more and more often.
Great. So, what did you find most beneficial? You almost answered that question, but what did you find most beneficial in the program for your situation?
Yeah, for right now, I would
Mhm.
say building my story, my brand, has been the biggest um, uh, short-term benefit from this program for my situation. That So being able to hone down what you can communicate to the hiring managers or people who are decision makers within and externally to your firm is the most important thing. And being able to distill down your story always helps, and make it more effective as communication. Once again, one big distinctive contribution will bring you quick recognition wherever you are. I can't emphasize that enough. Also, keeping a workbook as you like a homework workbook, it's going to be very helpful in future. I plan to use it and fine tune it as I grow and learn, and in the leadership, relationship, and also my personal effectiveness. That's like a work in progress, but it's come to a great start, and I plan to work on that, and keep that as a good reference in future.
That's great. And one last question, Dinesh, what's your advice for people who are watching this and are feeling stuck in their career and looking for a breakthrough and considering whether they should join this program or not?
Yeah, I will highly recommend. For me, like some of the dynamics at work were not easy to navigate. Even though you're familiar with those dynamics, if you are a good observer in a corporate life and your consulting career, or even if you're running your own business, but to actually just being an observer and navigate those dynamics is what it takes. And this program discusses those in details. So this will help you with your learning curve to understand the expectations at that level. More importantly, it will help you bridge that gap between an executive performance and where you are at your level. And again, if you're performing at a significantly high level, I think I highly recommend you look at this program if you're feeling stuck. And of course, Kurosh is a great mentor and a guide throughout this program. He's always available via email, and the Q&A sessions are really good. And of course, even if you want to go off the topic and discuss your personal situation, Kurosh has a good custom strategy to implement those at your work and business. So definitely, I will highly recommend it. It's not an easy program. It's a very intense program for 8 weeks. So definitely look at it as an investment of time, but with good results. The ROI will be spectacular.
But thank you very much, Dinesh. I appreciate giving us this few minutes of your time and giving us this testimonial. I know that we'll continue to be in touch, and I'm going to continue to see your successes in the coming months and years. And I want to thank you again for doing this.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.